Hey guys, today we're going to be doing Blackfield. It's a Windows 80 machine by Hack the Box, and it's part of liankusangi's OSCP like list, which is a list that preps you for the OSCP. I don't have that open, but it's whatever. You guys get it. I've been saying the same thing over and over again, so yeah. Um, we'll take, also before we start, I just want to let you guys know if you guys have any machines that you want me to do that are part of the list, or anything, yeah, in general, just let me know and I'll do it. Some of them I've already done in advance before I even took the OSCP, like I realized I'd done those machines, so it won't be from scratch like I'm doing right now. The videos that I'm posting are from scratch without any prior attempt. But if you request a box, which I've already done, I'll still make a video on it, and yeah, I'll still make a video on it, but and I'll note in the description that I've already done this before, and yeah. So let's get into this. Let's start with SMB, netexec, SMB, and let's check for guest access, anonymous access first. Um, so anonymous access does work. Let's try guest. Also, all this happened because I reset my machine from a snapshot. So yeah. Um, okay, now we got guest up. Both of these are active. Let's check if these have any access to shares. Let's start with anonymous shares. Nope. Let's check users. Also, while we do this, let's add this to our executable host file slash host. Let's go here. It's also DC01, and the IP is this. Great. So nothing for users as well. Let's try RID brute. Okay, let's try guess now. So we do have access to shares, profiles, and IPC. We'll make a note of this with our guest user. Let's go here and put that here. Now let's go with users. Okay, and let's do RID brute. And because this is a hard machine, I want to make sure I've done everything I can before I go on to other stuff. So let's go to our notes. And SMB. RID brute. Did it work or? Okay, it did work. So let's take all of this, and there's a lot of things that we're gonna have to edit out of this. So from here, copy. Let's open Notepad, and yeah, put this in here, and let's remove this. Keep this, all these numbers. Let's remove them. Just double checking if any of them actually have a user in between it, but it does not seem like that. Okay, all the way to support. Let's remove these, this, and we'll keep administrator. Perfect. I don't think we need these as well. So here we go. Now let's copy this, and you can do it manually as well, but I'm just going to use ChatGPT actually. Give me a list of just the username from top to bottom. Perfect. Let's now make a file. Let's get out of here and make it nano valid 80 users.txt and put this in here. Now before we go and do an Astra roasting attack using these, I'm going to check out the shares that we have access to. So I'm going to make a directory called profiles, go into profiles, and the reason why I'm going to do that is you're going to see right now I'm going to get everything in that share and just take it all and put it in that directory, the one that I just created called profiles. So from here 1 2 3 4 DC01 and profiles files, the $sign. Great. Okay, so there's quite a lot of stuff in here. Let's just double. I mean, it's going to be hard to see which one has something in here, and we're probably going to miss it. So I'm just going to continue with getting everything recurse on, prompt off, and get everything. Let's collapse this. We also have LDAP that we're probably going to need to check out later. But let's see if this is working. Okay, till that is running, let's go check out the other one, which is IPC. Let's go ls dr. Okay, nothing in here. ls. Okay, so it is working, but because they're empty, it's not really displaying, oh, we got this file, downloading this file. So these are all probably empty, and to confirm that, we can use tree dot, and we'll see that if we go to profiles and we do tree dot, we'll see that there's no file inside any of this. Yeah, okay, that's true. Great. So let's exit out of this, and now let's do our actually we're gonna try this first. Let's do valid 80 users. Let's see if the username and password are the same. Let me check what else do we have for SMB we should check for. And for Linux, it's probably a good idea to run that. And Lookup SID, we don't need to do this because since we did brute RID, unless there's a user inside here that we should get, probably gonna run sam dump. Okay, nothing here. In packet sam r dump, and from here all we gotta put is our IP. Access denied. Oops. Alright, so it didn't work. Let's try lookup SID just in case. In packet lookup SID. Okay, so it just guessed at this. Enter. The results seem quite the same. 1, 2 user here. Ignore all of this. 3, 4. Ignore all of this, and we added administrator. So 5 users in total, and our valid AD user has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now let's use the asrep attack. Go over here, Windows, AD attacks, and let's go authentication. I'm gonna go with this. In packet, what is this? Yeah, it's just Blackfield, right? It's probably, actually it's not. Cat executable / host blackfield.local. Blackfield.local. And over here we just do our valid AD user list. So it's running through it, and yes, we got a hit. So let's put this in a file now. Let's call this nano hash. Let's call it asrep.hash. Yep. And let's use hashcat over here. And the mode for this, we'll just check out the mode real quick. Should be in my notes. 18200. Mode 18200. And we're going to use asrep and user share wordless rocku. And because I reset my machine, I think I should unzip this as well. So let's locate rocku.txt. Maybe there's already one available. Nope. So let's just go here and gzip is gzip rocku has already, and if I do h gunzip sudo. Yep, okay. So now let's go back to our old directory, which is right over here, and run the command again. I think it's better I just do it on my own host instead of doing this. This might take quite a while. Or never mind. Okay, that was quick. So we got the password right over here, Black Knight. What we're going to do is first confirm whether this works, and it's for the user support. Support. Let's confirm this. Great. Now what we're going to do is create a file called creds, and I think I should have copied this first and add it in here. Now the next thing, let's do a password spray with this password that we found. Valid users. And before we do that, we probably need to do continue on success. So we only have one hit. Okay. Now let's remove our asrep hash. And there we go. What's the next thing that we should do? So now that we have creds, we can do our boasting attack. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's take this. And in the DC IP, let's put our IP, which is 10.10.10.192. And over here, we're just gonna copy paste this. User domain should be specified. I believe it's the other way around. Copy, paste this in here. Nothing. The next thing, let's also run Bloodhound. Let's go with not here. Windows, ID enumeration, credential enumeration. Perfect. 10.10.10.192. 10.10.10.192. User support password oops perfect. While this is working, let's check if this user even can evil win RM inside of it. So evil win win RM IDC01 U support and P, paste this in. That was really quick. Let's just move this to our current directory and let's start Bloodhound. We're going to start it over here since it's going to be running in the background. And I don't have Bloodhound installed in this one. I just remembered. So to get the community version of Bloodhound directory, Bloodhound, Bloodhound. Yes, okay, we don't have access, but I gotta install Bloodhound now. I don't know whether I should cut this portion out or not. Let's see. Docker. Okay, and then from here, let's do sudo app install docker compose. I don't think it's going to take that long, but I'll put a timestamp hopefully in the video, and then yeah. Here's the command. Sudo compose. Let's copy this. Oops. Copy link. Perfect. Close this now. Perfect. Where's my password? Right over here. Great. That was quick. So now let's upload the file that we have. Desktop, Blackfield, right over here. Upload this. Let's also close this and give this a moment. So these two are running in the background. We'll leave it as that. This is not logging in. Just double check this file. Here we got DC01 there. Okay. So what else was there? Let me check the ports. Map. We do have LDAP stuff, but probably find that from Bloodhound. Yeah, definitely Bloodhound has to be the way. Profile. Explore. Support. And let's add this to owned. And let's look at all of this info. Member of 2. So we're a member of domain users and users, but we don't have, already remote code execution, or we can't do WinRM inside of it. And we can see that we have one outbound object, and we can force password change. But when we click this, what does this user do? It does not have any outbound object control, and is part of domain users. This reminds me of something. I have not checked this. The shares. There's forensic ones and there's net login and sysvol. I'm gonna check for support first. Net exec SMB. Support and check shares. And I'm sure Audit 2020 probably has access to a share as well. The key one that stands out is forensic, so that should be a note. And this does not have that access, but it has access to sysvol and net login. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to check these ones before I change the password of audit. So let's make a directory called sysvol. Sysvol. Let's do SMB client and move this to sysvol. Remove guest and make this support. ls. Let's do recurse on prompt off and get everything. And it is actually getting everything. Perfect. And that was all it had. Let's exit out of here. And net login, we're going to check that later. First, let's see what this place has. This share has. Now, I'm going to do tree. Actually, let's just clear this. Then do tree dot. Alright, now we do cat. Blackfield. As we can see, there's 3 here. Then let's go into policy. Policy has this, this, and this. So let's go into the first one over here. This has this. So let's see this. Nothing in here. We're probably not going to find much anyways, but I just like checking everything out. Now we machine, and we go to register. So nothing here. And the last thing is this. So machine Microsoft. Microsoft, and it'll automatically go all the way there. And we got nothing. So tree again, and this time all we have to do is check these two. Cat, Blackfield, policy, nothing here, and last thing is machine, and it should go all the way there. Alright, nothing. So now we have to make a directory called net logon. cd net logon. Logon. And SMB client. Net logon. Okay, this has nothing in it. So we can exit here, go back, sudo remove. Perfect. Alright, yeah. So back where we were, we gotta change the password for this. Let's go back to support. Linux, and this is it. So target user is audit 2020. Audit 2020, new password. Domain is a blackfield.local. Controlled user is support. Support's password. Whoops. Split this left and right. Cat creds. And for domain controller, we can just do this. Input DC01. No errors, so I'm assuming it worked. Let's double check it. Audit 2020 and new password. I think I'm going a bit too fast because I should have also double check users, and it worked. So now we can do nano creds. Let's copy this. And now let's do shares. So we got read access to forensics. Let's also add this to owned and do some querying. All compostable users, no results. Shortest path from owned objects, going nowhere. Okay, let's check out what are domain admins. Just this. Yeah, we just have one. Okay, let's just go into this now. Directory called forensics and do SME client forensic. Change this to audit 2020. So there is some stuff here. Recurse on, prompt off. I'm just gonna get everything. And I'm probably gonna check everything in here to make sure that we take a look at everything and don't miss anything. That's kind of it. Oh, also I need to check if this has even Evil Win RM access. Oh yeah, it doesn't. We're not in that group. Yeah. Oh damn, there's a SAS zip file. This usually contains login credentials. So we're probably gonna have to unzip this. This is a key file I want to check out. Another thing is probably, I'm gonna read all these text files as well. The thing that stands out is Lasass, honestly, and we can also go with winlogin.zip. That's another thing as well. And right now, wait, it's getting all the tools now. Oh, these are going to be a lot of tools. I am going to cancel it here. LS, CD tools. CD sysinternals. Yeah, we're not going to take any of these. Volatility. Might check out these. Like git ignore might be something good. We're going to do this step by step before we get into this area. What is this? There's some text files worth a read. So let me just check the other stuff first before I come back to this and make note of this. See forensics, command output. Let's start with the first one. Clear. Cat domain admins. Oops. Someone add this. I pwned your company. Let's actually do this with validate users and run this password maybe somewhere. Oh, okay, nothing. Let's check other things. Domain groups. Okay. Cat domain users. We have this user. Let's do. Net exec. Okay, it's just guest access, nothing. Cat firewall rules. Probably not gonna find anything in here. Password. Group user. Okay. Cat ipconfig. Nothing here. Cat netstat. I mean, this isn't even. Yeah, okay, never mind. And cat route. Nothing here. System info might have something good. We got this, but I don't think it's going to be that important. Page. And cat task list. And probably when they're doing memory analysis, they took all these files and zipped it. Alright, let's go to the next one. Memory analysis. Let's unzip Lasass first. And we get a dump file. And I think my notes have something regarding this. Lasass. Dumping Lasass process memory. A file call is created and saved in this dumping Lasass task manager method. Okay. Finding Lasass. Get process Lasass. Creating Lasass. Using PowerShell to extract an Mimikat only runs on Windows systems, so to use it we would either need to use a Windows attack host or we would need to run Mimikat directly on the target, which is not an ideal scenario. This may be feeling because all you need to do is copy the dump file and we can run it offline from our Linux attack. Interesting. Let's run this. See if it works with this. PMP. Okay, we got some stuff now. Let's start from the very top. Actually, I'm going to clear all of this. I'm going to collapse this. And I'm going to do that command again. Yeah. And then we're going to go from the top and check everything out. And we're also going to do this. And I'm going to open up creds. Oops. Nano creds. So we have this user. And its NTLM NT hash is this. So let's put that there. I'm leaving out the machine for now. So username not needed. Username not needed. Administrator we can add over here. And put this NT hash. DC1. This no DWM. Let me try if I put DWM. No. Windows Manager. Windows. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue on. Another DC01 server NT hash. Is this the same? 400D, 400D. Yep. Manager. Okay. So now let's collapse this, and we have this for now. Cat creds. Netexec. Valid 80 users. We're gonna spray the hash. And we're gonna do continue on success. And try this one first. Continue. How long has it been? 43 minutes. It's not bad, I think, but we haven't even got a user txt file. Okay. Add as owned. And the member of remote management user so we can log in, as well as backup operators so we can create dumps of the SAM system registry. So we got these two here. Let's check out the admin one first. Hash. Okay, whatever. Evilwin RM DC01 SVC underscore backup. We kind of know what to do now. So let us go here. And see if this has the file. Perfect. So now if I do who am I priv, you will see that we have C backup privilege and C restore privilege. And what we are going to do now is if we go to built-in groups, we go to operators. This is a list of things that I have for this user, but for now we're just going to do the simple these commands. So this operation completed and this operation completed is going to happen. Perfect. So now let's upload yeah, sam.sav. Okay, so I think it's download instead. Perfect. And now it's system.sav. And let's do add to owned. Let me double check the users, what other users we possibly have that we might need to lateral move to, maybe. I mean, we probably don't because we're going to get the administrator hash from this. But we have this other user, got this, got this, got this. So yeah. Alright, let's prepare our commands. So this is moving here. Let's prepare it. Packet. Let's run it. So now we have the administrator hash right over here. Evo winrm administrator. So the administrator doesn't work. Let's try local authentication. I mean, we did it correctly. Backup operators. This is one way. All my notes have is we get the ntds.dit file, or we can and this should work. disk shadow script. And from there on, we can just use robocopy. This will make cd.s, and let's download ntds.dit. ntds. Let's this come in. So when doing this attack, I guess, I don't know, maybe I should make a short on this. But if you want to get the local machine stuff, all you have to use is system and in the SAM file to get the local machine stuff. When you want the domain controller stuff, you got to use system and this ntds.dit. These can be used for pass the hash to access additional resources or cracked offline using hashcat to gain further access. Another thing when writing the script is make sure that you have a space at the end, like of this. Like there should be a space right after this. As you can see, there's a space, 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 space. There's like a mini space there. ntds.dit contains the NTML hashes for all users and computer objects in the domain. ntds.dit file is locked by default, so we can't really like use robocopy like that. We can use the Windows disk shadow utility to create a shadow copy of the C drive and expose it as E drive. The ntds.dit in this shadow copy won't be in use by the system. So we can't use robocopy like this immediately because it's being used and it'll just give an error. That's why we got to create a shadow copy and then do this. So we did this, and now ntds dit. Oh shit. Okay. Let's go to the very top here. And this is probably very, very, very top. Audit support this. This is probably it. And then we can do epo winrm fully and log in. Okay, that was quick. That was a quick login. Forensic drive is over here. Interesting. Desktop. And there we go. Cat notes.txt. Because the audit report is sensitive, I have encrypted on the desktop. Blah blah. Whatever. But yeah, we got. We read this machine was pretty easy. I would say that I wouldn't even rate it medium, to be honest. I would rate it around easy or not too easy. Because I know people don't have like notes like mine. It's actually pretty good. So like, you might have been stuck on finding how to dump SAS process memory, um, or have any of my scripts in hand. You know, like this one over here. Um, but yeah, you can find this online. I don't. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed and learned something. Um, and yeah, take care. Okay, 56 minutes.